Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here, and in today's video I will be talking about expectations for tight end Cole Turner in his rookie season for the Washington Commanders. Will he be tight end 1 to start the season? We'll also talk about how he's looked so far in OTA. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe for Washington and NFL content on the road to 8,000 subscribers. So please help me get there. Also hit that like button and turn on those notifications so you never miss a video. Okay, so quick background information on Cole Turner, and we'll go over his college stats. So, played at Nevada with quarterback Carson Strong, who was an undrafted free agent for the Eagles. 6'6", 240 pounds, 22 years old. He's going to be that big target that Carson Wentz likes. And then you look at his college stats, the last 2 years over 600 yards each of those seasons. And this past year had 677 yards with 10 touchdowns. And the year before had 605 catches or 605 yards for 9 touchdowns. So, really productive last 2 seasons. And he was originally a wide receiver in 2018 and 2019, was receiver and switched over to tight end. So this is a common theme for the Washington Commanders. They liked, former wide receivers or former quarterbacks at the tight end position who switched over, because you look at Cole Turner, he used to be obviously a receiver. Logan Thomas used to be a quarterback. You look at even Sammis Reyes, he was a basketball player. Last year, Ricky Seals-Jones, he was a former receiver, and I think Tyron Swoops was a quarterback or receiver. Armani Rogers was a former quarterback. So they like those former receiver quarterbacks or even basketball players. So that's definitely a common theme. But yeah, Cole Turner, great red zone threat for Carson Strong in Nevada. He's got great hands, and doesn't offer too much after the catch, but that's not something you really need your tight end to do. He does the things that you need a tight end to do. A guy that has reliable hands, who can go up there and make some tough catches, a big red zone threat. And one thing he will need to do, improve on, is his blocking, but that will come with time in the NFL. He'll get coached up by Juan Castillo, and yeah, hopefully everything there works out. But I'm very excited to see what Cole Turner can do in his rookie season. So we'll, show you guys. I'll show you guys a clip from OTAs. OTAs are finishing up, or they just finished up, and this week will be not rookie minicamp, just minicamp in general. So we'll actually see if Terry's going to be there. So you see Cole Turner there, able to make a nice one-handed catch. He's got great hands. There's a few times where he has some concentration drops, but that for the most part is just a mental thing that he can get coached out of. And just in the NFL, I think he'll be able to get out of that. But he's got the hands you want, tough catches. You watch some of those highlights or even some of his film, he makes tough catches all the time. He's a big, strong guy, so I'm very excited to see what he can do in this offense. And let's see, Rio from Rambling with Rio, great Washington content creator. He was there at OTAs, and he said Cole Turner looks like the one up close. Need to see him play actual games, but buddy looks legit. And a lot of people have been saying the same thing, that Cole Turner has been looking solid in OTAs. Again, it's just OTAs, so we have to see him stack it up in minicamp and then training camp, and then actually in the preseason is the first time we'll see these guys actually play in a game, because some guys are just practice players. We don't know if that's the case with Cole Turner, but we've seen it in the past where guys are good in practice but not in the games. Like Cam Sims in the past, the last couple years he's been better, but there's been times where he tears it up in camp and then not so good in the regular season, or doesn't even make the roster. Troy Apke, there was that year where all the media guys were saying, man, Troy Apke looks good, like he's been one of the best players on this defense, and then he turns out to be the worst player on the defense. So, we'll see when, games actually start happening, even preseason. Like, that actually is important to see how these guys are playing. But I think Cole Turner, he legit could be tight end 1 to start out the season. And I really do like this tight end room, just because you have Logan Thomas, who's a vet, and if he's healthy, he's your tight end 1 at least for this year and probably the next year, until maybe Cole Turner can overtake him. We'll see. But I think for now, Logan Thomas' job is safe if he is healthy. He's a top 10-ish tight end, great pass catcher, solid blocker, has great hands, great red zone threat, is that big target you want your quarterback to have, and can offer some things after the catch as well, and is a great guy in the locker room, local guy as well, and I think team captain as well. And so definitely a guy. Hopefully he's healthy. I think it's looking more and more likely that he'll probably not start the season out healthy, like either just on the 53-man roster but not playing, or he might start on IR, miss a few games, or the pup list, which could be, I think it's like 6 or 8 games. That would be terrible, to have him out for the first half of the season. But if he's healthy, I mean, your tight end room's looking really good. Even if he's not healthy, like, you still got some players there. Then you got John Bates, who is, great blocker. Like, I think he was rated one of the best blockers by PFF. Got to take that with a grain of salt, but still, like, even with the eye test, like, you could see he was a good blocker. And then, solid pass catcher as well. Like, he had 250 receiving yards, but, like, all that was in the second half of the year, and he wasn't even getting targeted that much. I think, like, almost every time he got targeted, he came down with the catch, offers a little bit after the catch, just a big target and a great blocker. And then you got Cole Turner, who's kind of opposite. At least coming out of college, a great pass catcher and not an amazing blocker. Definitely has room to improve there, but we'll see, if he's, able to, be coached up. He's a big guy, so he's definitely able to do it. But, Juan Castillo is going to have to coach him up, and John Bates can give him some pointers as well. But he's a great pass catcher coming out of college, and, a guy that's, definitely needs to improve a little bit in his blocking, but, that'll come with time with these tight ends. So you got those two guys, and then you got some developmental guys in Sammis Reyes, who's, dealing with an injury right now. You have, Curtis Hodges out of ASU, 6'8", another big target. And then you got Armani Rogers and some other AGG as well. So, guys fighting for that spot. But I think Cole Turner realistically could be tight end 1 to start the season, because I think Logan Thomas is going to be out. And if he is tight end 1, like, I think he could have a decent amount of production in his first few games while Logan Thomas is out. Like, I think it'll be kind of split between him and John Bates, because John Bates did show he can be a solid pass catcher. But I think, like, realistic expectations for Cole Turner in his rookie year, like, I think you can expect around like 400 receiving yards. Like, John Bates got 250 last year, but again, like, he played a lot of games where he was the number 1 tight end because, Ricky Seals-Jones and Logan Thomas were out. So if Cole Turner is tight end 1 for like 6, 7, 8 games, then he could be, at that 500+ yard mark. But I think Logan Thomas will come back at some point in the first half of the season. So I think Cole Turner can get in that 400 to 500, yard range. And again, for tight end, that is pretty impressive in the rookie year. Usually the tight ends, it takes a while for them to develop. It takes a couple years at minimum, and usually the rookie tight ends don't produce much at all in their first season. It's not that, it usually takes a few years. So that's why I'm not expecting Cole Turner to go out there and get 700, 800 receiving yards. And again, you have to think he was a 5th round pick. So it's not like he was a 1st or 2nd round pick where there's a little bit higher expectations. He was a 5th round pick, a pass catching, 5th round pick. So like, he will get, he'll definitely probably start out as a tight end 1, or him and John Bates will kind of get those split snaps. John Bates will probably get more snaps overall because he's a great blocker, but Cole Turner will probably get some more targets than John Bates. But I feel good about this tight end room, even without Logan Thomas. Like, I think Cole Turner and John Bates can hold down the fort for a few games, maybe even a little bit more than that. And I like the potential of this room where, you got Logan Thomas, who is a great tight end, but Cole Turner, he has potential. He's that big target, 6'6", 6'7". Carson Wentz likes those big targets, especially at tight end. And I think Cole Turner could succeed. And, some people think he could be tight end 1, like even with Logan Thomas here. I think it's going to be a while, but I think eventually he could overtake him in a couple years or so. So let me know what you guys think about Cole Turner, and let me know what your expectations are for Cole Turner in his rookie year. And let me know what rookie you want to see me do next in terms of these rookie expectations. And I might do some player breakdowns, maybe break down some film as well. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.